What's amazing about shellfish and seaweeds from a food perspective is that they require zero inputs. So no fresh water, no feed, no fertilizer, no land, which makes it the most sustainable food on the planet. The other thing is zero input food in the emerging climate economy is going to be the most affordable food on the planet. And so it's not just going to be for elite restaurants. It'll be at some point sort of everyday food. I grew up in a little fishing village in Newfoundland, Canada. My first job in the Bering Sea, they gave me a shotgun, and my job was just to shoot as many seagulls as possible. And by the way, that was a good job. It was like, there's nothing like being a kid and you're getting paid for that. While I was in the Bering Sea, on the trawlers, the cod stocks crashed back home in Newfoundland, where I was from. And, thousands of people thrown out of work, boats beached, canneries emptied. And I think that's where I began to understand that sort of there'll be no jobs on a dead planet. And, I'm not an environmentalist. I'm a hunter. The goal is to die in my boat one day, right? And to die in my boat one day working, the oceans have to stay alive. Right, so suddenly, my job as a fisherman isn't to chase fish. It's no longer to be a hunter-gatherer, but rather encourage, sort of be a steward of Mother Nature's. Imagine an underwater garden where you have a whole mix of species growing below the surface. And just think of a rope scaffolding system. And from those ropes, we grow our kelp vertically downwards. Next to that, we have mussel socks, scallops, and lantern nets. And then we have oysters in cages. There used to be trillions of oysters on the East Coast. You'd actually have to navigate your boats around oyster reefs. Those oyster reefs are all gone, most of them. Our farms are the replacement for that. The best fishing in the area is on our farm. When I started this, I was getting laughed off the docks. There's no question about it. Who wants to grow vegetables underwater? Over time, I think there's been more interest because there's less fish. We've requested to start farms in every coastal state in North America, 20 countries around the world. There's sort of this tsunami of support. The problems we face are just gigantic. And sort of small little boutique solutions are not going to work. We need things that are scalable. This is like the nail salon model of the sea. You're able to, low capital costs, allow for quick replication. The World Bank did a study, and if you were to take less than 5% of U.S. waters, you could create 50 million jobs. The scale here is stunning. The oceans are the gigantic place. We can just grow a lot of food, and really, if you care about the revival of the middle class, if you care about rebuilding the American economy, then you want to move to the ocean. You want to start farming, but farming it the right way.